add pressure and, pick holes. A lot of people are, trying to, saying that I've got more to lose and the pressure's on me. But the truth is, the UK we're in hard times at the moment. I can only imagine how hard it is in Liverpool right now. And, Liam has got a responsibility. He's got the pressure. There are a lot of unemployed Liverpudlians out there who are looking for a hero. And that's Liam. They need somebody to get them through those hard times. It's his job to help them out. And so the pressure is really on him, not me.
Do you believe people who've got fighters you'll never ever be as good as, mate? And one you tried to mention the other week, the other Smith, what did you say? I'm just another Smith. You ain't good enough to fight the other Smith. And you're fucking very lucky you never, by the way. You lost in this arena also, didn't you, Chris?
What's that?
You lost. You ain't good enough. You lost in this actual arena, so you ain't good enough to fight the other Smith.
I fought in Manchester many times. I
have lost
in Manchester. I've had many wins in Manchester.
You've lost to Manchester in this actual arena.
I have another win. What's your point?
My point is, you ain't good enough to fight probably one of the best fighters from Liverpool in Callum Smith. You ain't good enough. You lost. And he beat the man that beat you.
I think that if you're saying your brother's better than you, then that's great. We're not here to talk about your brother. We're here to talk about the roasting you're about to receive.
Shall we talk about your hairline? What you tried to give me state? I'm grey. I'm very happy. I'm grey. I went grey quite early. Shall we talk about your hair or your beard? What do you want to talk on?
It's a bit fruity, isn't it? Talking publicly about another man's beard and.
You tried to say I look 50, mate. I'm happy with the way I look. What have you had done to your hair?
I don't know.
Come on, just tell them.
Asking me if I'm gay, you're asking me about my beard and my hair, it's...
Because we're sitting here talking at the press conference, so
just tell them,
stop hitting the bollocks of everyone. Your barber tattooed your hair.
I don't know if
your barber tattooed your hair.
If you want to get personal with it, if you want to get dark and personal with it, talking about being gay and do I like girls, I've been told by multiple sources that you cheat on your wife on the occasion, every occasion, so...
Chris, you've got a tattoo there, man.
Let's just relax.
Did you beard a transplant?
I'd rather be gay than a cheat. How about that?
You haven't got a missus to cheat on?
Exactly.
One thing I would say, guys, is there's a line and there's below that line.
Well, there's no lines anymore. We're talking about,
Let's just try and keep...
We're here now, let's do it.
But maybe everybody just hit reverse and come out of this and go back to the fight.
Even with the titles, what was it, the IBO and WCA, you're a fraud.
The lines have been thrown out now.
Chris, let's just take a sec here, guys.
We can do it.
Let's just, to quote you, let's have some parliamentary procedure here. Let's just sum this up now. Chris, just to go back to that question, if you fight him or you box him, ultimately does it matter to you? Do you believe that you win either way? After what's happened today, do you want to make this a statement and win this fight by knockout?
I've always wanted to win this fight by knockout. The fact that, Liam is being a child up here is, it gives me a little bit of extra incentive to go out there and embarrass him, but the goal is always to go out there and stop my opponent.
What part's being a child, mate? What part is being a child?
Listen,
have a conversation now.
I'm answering the man's question. If you want to keep interrupting.
I'm asking you the question. No, what part of me being a child of being ours is stating? You said the.
We're not gonna go over the same things. I've said what I've said. You said what you said. I'm gonna knock you out in 2 days' time. Be prepared.
Who's the last person you knocked out?
Be prepared.
Who was the last person you knocked out? I can't remember either.
Liam, after, it's been a spicy build-up. Winning is ultimately all that matters in professional sport. Do you want to make a statement on Saturday night, or is it just the win that matters?
Look, it's just the win that matters regardless, but, there's not more than I'd love to make a statement to stop Chris Eubank, but a win regardless, and I'll win at any means necessary.
Will you give a final prediction?
Liam Smith win.
Chris, will you give a final prediction?
No, I've already said what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, I think all that's left is for our fighters to go face to face. Just to say apologies for any of the language and the content up here, not excusing any of it. It's fight week and emotions are running high, but let's finish this with a head-to-head between our two top of the bill fighters on Saturday night.